Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Paul's Monday Market Update, number 230 in for Monday, 6th of July, 2026. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good weekend. I hope you're sort of not too bleary-eyed and struggling for those of you like myself who stayed up to watch that football match last night. So it was worth it. I'm glad that it was not only was it a good result, but it was actually a great game to watch and stuff. And so I can live with that. All right, I would have been a bit different had I just stayed up all that time to watch a 0-0 ball draw. But anyway, we go on. Paul's Monday Market Update. Okay, if you're here in the room, I hope you can hear me. Hope you can see the slides. Okay, and that the technology is working fine for us. Those of you joining us for the first time, the Monday Market Update is just that. It is me flying through as much as I can cram into the next 25-30 minutes, looking at strength and weakness within the FX markets, looking at a few charts of interest, and then a look at the live markets. It's not a signal service. It's not trade recommendations. It's just me sharing what I'm looking at, which may help you with your own analysis. As always, you are very welcome here, but just remember you're always responsible for your own trading and investing decisions. And as always, if you want a little bit of help and support, we're about to start the Q3 VTP Trader Accountability Group. All right, so just a small group that helps you build discipline, accountability, and consistency. Okay, with other serious, dedicated traders. Once again, there's a bit.ly code there or a QR code, or you can ping me if you've got any questions. Along with gold, here we've got Bitcoin against the US dollar, all right, on the weekly chart. Okay, so I'm curious about it for the same reasons as we will see when we look at the dollar chart itself. All right, so from those highs last year, okay, up 126,000. It's really been kind of mostly one-way traffic, hasn't it? Which we've talked about most weeks, having a quick look at it. And interestingly, what I was looking at and what I've talked about here is that 60,000, okay, has acted as kind of pretty good support, and as did the weekly 200 period moving average. And then interestingly, what we saw is the other week we broke beneath it and closed beneath the 200 and the 60,000 level, and you're looking at, well, okay, is that an indication that we could go lower? But actually last week's candle, a bit like gold's was I would look at that as a weekly momentum reversal candle. Okay, and the interesting thing for me is that we closed back up above the 200 period moving average, and of course back up above that 60,000 number. Okay, and there we are trading around, what's that, about 62,000, okay, 63,000. So once again, this is a case of is there going to be enough support here, in which case I need to see us get above that 20 and above 70,000 at first, and then you're looking to see, well, actually, could it get above that level there around about 82,000 and above that 50, which is coming down? That's the sort of that's where you're looking for the bullish case there. Okay, bearish case is that we pop up to this area here and then work our way back down beneath 60,000. All right, so that's why it's on my list. That's why I'm interested in it. Okay, clearly 60,000 has, and that 200 has acted as good support. The question is, can that hold? Can that be the base from which it rallies higher? And I appreciate there are crypto bros who study this much more detailed than myself. I'm just a normal trader. I just have to trade what I see in front of me, and that's what I'm looking at there. So hence why that is on my kind of list at the moment.